In everything you are doing in this life, don't play with history. Everything you are doing today will become a history tomorrow. And that history will be written on your line. History, as they say, will always vindicate the just. So history will only do two things to you. It's either history will condemn you or history will vindicate you. Now, there are a lot of things people have said about Mr. Peter Obi, that he was a good governor of Anambra State, and he did this, he did that, he left money, he built roads, he maintained hospitals and schools and so on and so forth, including the human resources, things that he did by making sure that he built a system that will enable students to become one of the best in Africa. And he did that in almost the whole parastatal when he was a governor. But there is a bone of contention regarding the money he left. Number one, the governor that followed Peter Obi, that was Obiano, right? He said the money Peter Obi left, that he used it to build an airport. Now, when Soludo was campaigning to be governor the first time, during the debate, he said Peter Obi did extremely well in Anambra State.
As Peter Obi relatively did well. He did the roads as an abia governor.
Then after that, when Peter Obi was campaigning to become the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Soludo came with another story that Peter Obi did not do anything in Anambra State. That was after just 2 years. He changed his mouth. Now, people tend to believe what he said because he is now the incumbent governor. But little did we know that there are so many things Peter Obi did that is not in the record. Now, Otti was the CEO of Diamond Bank. Otti said that when he was the CEO, that Peter Obi came to him and said he want to make investment for Anambra State. And they invested Anambra money in Eurobond. And Otti said they invested $150 million. And some of this investment will mature in 2023 and some of them will mature ahead. That is to say that in the coming years, Anambra State will be benefiting from what Peter Obi did.
There has been accusations and counter-accusations about the money he left in Anambra State. And as a participant at that time in 2013, 2014, I would like to again restate that Peter Obi actually left the money he said he left. And I had documented it in my back page article that I wrote some 2 years ago on the 8th of June 2020. I happened to be the CEO of Diamond Bank at that time, and he came to my office. He wanted to leave the money in cash, and we said no. We strategized and said we'll invest the money in Eurobonds. I personally helped him exchange Naira to dollar, about $155 million, which were invested in the tier 2 capital of some of the banks, and then in some Euro bonds. Some of them have maturities up to 2023. So some of the monies have not matured.
So this one is not all about politics. This was Otti, the CEO of Diamond Bank, talking about the investment Peter Obi made for Anambra State when he was the governor. And these are the things that Soludo refused to talk about, though Obiano really told the whole world that it was Peter Obi that left the money he used to build airport. So invariably, it was Peter Obi that built the airport in Anambra State. Now, let me take you back to history. Listen to what Soludo said when he was campaigning to become governor. And you will understand that what he said then was the truth, but later he started writing data that is contrary to what he said in the video. But we are here on the internet. We are not going to forget anything. And time will come, we are going to bring out history that belongs to everyone. This is what Soludo said.
Obiano's government, Peter Obi, by the way, implemented the abia manifesto and did well, because he referenced Peter Obi. Peter Obi relatively did well. He did the roads as an abia governor, implementing abia manifesto. And you're saying, oh, things are in the economy. Let me tell you, for the records, Anambra State has the lowest unemployment of any state in Nigeria at 13%. National Bureau of Statistics. not Anambra State numbers. Anambra State has poverty rate declined from 53% under Peter Obi to 14.78 as at last year, National Bureau of Statistics.
I am not the one saying this. This was Governor Soludo when he was vying for Anambrarians' vote. And he knew that if he did not say the truth, there is no how he will become the governor. There is no how he is going to win. There is no how he's going to win because the people of Anambra, I mean the masses, love Peter Obi. So, come to think of it, why do people find pleasure in tarnishing the image of another people? As for me, I don't think with this level of exposition I have seen that people, reputable people, have said something about Peter Obi. These are people who do not hear news, but they experience what Peter Obi did, his investment and everything. So there is nothing anyone will tell me that this man is not the best politician we have in Nigeria. I did a video that was yesterday about the 58 names that EFCC released. Those names, I don't think it is correct because there are a lot of corrupt people that I was expecting to be in that list, but they are not there. So I'm trying to let people know that, see, what we are going through in Nigeria today could be solved if we have the right kind of leadership that Peter Obi gave Anambrarians, investing in their future, making their schools to be one of the best in terms of human resources, because if there are no students, there will not be schools. So he equipped the school to make sure that the students will have the enabling environment to bring out their best, and they did. So when you talk about the health sector and so on and so forth, Peter Obi did extremely well. Now recently, you could see what Peter Obi is still doing, going around the whole country, trying to supply water to some areas that don't have water, and he is still doing an appeal for Nigerians to join him that he can't do that alone. Peter Obi has been going around to making sure that he thank people that voted for him and supported him, doing thank you to. How many politicians can do this? And that is the reason why Peter Obi has become the talk of the day. Many people have been paid. Many people have been employed because of Peter Obi. They employed them so that they could, tarnish the image of Peter Obi and reduce the influence of Peter Obi. But unfortunately, you can't reduce his influence because Peter Obi is like a yeast. Anywhere he enters, he influences it. That is what good character, integrity is all about. So it is time for Nigerians to make a decision. According to Joshua said today, choose ye whom you will serve. If we are repeating the same thing and we are not seeing result, it is time for us to cross our heart and do everything that we could. Yes, I thank God that in Peter Obi's speech where he went in Canada, he said that he have realized some mistakes that we did during the presidential election, like not having enough returning officers that could be there in every polling unit and so on and so forth. A lot of things he said. And I believe that that was right because a few months to presidential election was when he left PDP for the Labour Party and everyone just queued behind him. So there are a lot of things we did not prepare. And I think there is a different ball game coming in 2027. And no matter what people will say, when the time comes, we'll know the owner of the jungle.